Yadav, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have Abhijit Iyer Mitra, senior fellow IPCS, Ishkaran Bhandari, advocate Supreme Court, Sanjay Jha, author, Anjali Rai, spokesperson, AAP, Vivek Srivastav, political analyst. Good evening to all of you. Anjali Rai, I'd like to begin with you. Now, the party announces one scheme, the party talks about registration for that scheme, and own government departments say that these activities are fraudulent, that no such scheme exists, no such scheme has been notified. Are the people of Delhi being misled? Who should the people trust now? Who should they believe?
Swati, whatever happened today, two incidents happened today, and both the incidents are depicting the nervousness of BJP. They have understood that they are losing Delhi elections. First thing we saw was that Women and Child Department of Delhi government published a public notice distancing itself from the schemes announced by Kejriwal ji. Although there was no need of doing that, you know that before elections, all the political parties makes promises. They promise many schemes, and we also promised Sanjeevani scheme and Mahila Samman Yojana. Similarly, in Maharashtra also, BJP promised Ladki Behan Yojana, and they also started filling the forms of women. But there wasn't any complaint against that. Nobody said that it was illegal. Similarly, we did that. So there wasn't any... yeah, just a moment. But Women and Child Department did this. Why did they do this? They did this because they were pressurized by the higher authorities. Otherwise, why would they go against the incumbent ruling party? Never has it happened. It happened because they were pressurized by BJP. But actually, I want to thank BJP.
So, you know, who's nervous, who's not nervous, who has been rattled, we'll get to that later, and I'll ask your question to the BJP spokesperson. But ma'am, the Bharatiya Janata Party is also demanding proof. They're saying, yes, as far as the 1,000 rupee scheme is concerned, it was part of the 2024-2025 budget. They got an approval of the Council of Ministers. But the department says there's no notification for the 2,100 additional that you have announced one. They're also saying that all these attempts that are being made to get personal data of people is nothing but a fraudulent activity. Make promises, form government, and then you can distribute and disburse the amount that you're promising?
Listen, Swati, regarding 1,000 rupees, it has already been notified. The cabinet has already passed the notification, and it is under the public domain. And regarding 2,100 rupee, Kejriwal ji made it very clear that this scheme will be introduced once he comes to the power again after elections.
The disbursement, are you saying that 1,000 rupee disbursement has happened? Are you saying that the registration for that officially happened? Are you saying that?
No, I'm not saying that. I said that the cabinet has approved this, and the notice has been issued, and it is under the public domain. But whether women are going to get this 1,000 rupees before elections or not, we are not sure. But definitely, if we win this election,
that's where the objection is being raised. Promises that were made already are not being fulfilled, and the promises that you're making now, for which the registration process has already begun, the allegation is that is just for collecting data, nothing else. Let me go across to the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, Sidharth Yadav. Sidharth Yadav, the Aam Aadmi Party leaders are saying there already is a notification for the schemes that they are talking about. You are just raising these objections and making it political because you're rattled. You're rattled that people are now going to perhaps vote in favor of the Aam Aadmi Party given the schemes that you're announcing. And this is all, you know, part of that strategy of the Bharatiya Janata Party to negate whatever Aam Aadmi Party is doing. Respond.
Swati, whatever the Aam Aadmi Party will plan to do or whatever gimmick Arvind Kejriwal comes up with, the people of Delhi are not going to vote for this party. The people of Delhi are fed up. In the past 10 years, there are so many questions which are unanswered. There are so many promises which are unfulfilled. The people were waiting for Aam Aadmi Party and their leader to come out and deliver on those promises, but they have not done so. But I will point by point answer what my friend from Aam Aadmi Party was saying. Now, this is wrong on multiple levels. She was unable to understand why would a government department come out and say that no scheme provision has been made and whatever is being done under the pretext of this scheme is just a gimmick. They are doing so because probably they are truthful officers in Delhi. You need to understand this. You are going to the people. You are not collecting their account numbers. You are not collecting their Aadhaar cards. Probably you'll have to link if you intend to give them money. There is not a scheme which is rolled out. You have not given a single penny from the 1,000 rupees you promised before Lok Sabha polls. Note this. You promised 1,000 rupees before the Lok Sabha polls. You have not given a single penny. But Arvind Kejriwal, the biggest gimmick of Delhi, comes out and says, now the scheme is of 2,100 rupees. ये क्या लोचा चल रहा है? ये किस सर्कस है या दिल्ली है? And then you are going to people, you are making them stand in lines and saying ki just give us your voter ID card. Just give us your voter ID card number and we are giving you this slip. Vote for Jhadu and then we'll deliver it. You were in power for 10 years. You want to compare this to Ladli Behna Yojana? Then go and study the scheme. The installments of under Ladli Behna Yojana were given to the women. Budget provisions were made. The scheme was rolled out. The money was delivered. The provisions, enough provisions along with all other things that the state needs to cater, everything was done and then this happened. Same is with Sanjeevani Yojana.
Okay. No
Provision, no notification, no sign, no letter to any authority, nothing doing. You come out and say Sanjeevani Yojana is rolled out. You want to come out with a manifesto and say,
so then Sidharth Yadav, you're calling their announcements and the act of registration of fakery. Please also respond to the allegation of cash for votes leveled against